Good evening and welcome to Tom Zanino Stadium here in Vacaville, California for tonight's high school football matchup between the 2-1 Granite Bay Grizzlies and the 1-2 Vacaville Bulldogs here on the Solano College Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. I am Nate McKay. Joining me on the call for tonight's game are my broadcast partners Nathan Farmer and Alan McGraw. Now Nathan, we'll start with you. What should we expect to see from Granite Bay coming into this game?
Well, we definitely should expect to see one of the best defenses in the Sac Joaquin. About 34 points on the season, but their offense has struggled to keep pace with the pace that their defense has been setting. They have only scored at most 25 points in a game on the season, so their offense is definitely going to have to step it up to keep them in the game. The key player to look out for will be Connor Sloan. He had 26 tackles through the first two games for the Grizzlies, so he will definitely be a force to be reckoned with in this game.
Their defense is definitely something to watch out for. And now, Alan, we'll turn it over to you. What should we expect to see from Vacaville coming into this game?
Well, Vacaville coming off their first win of the season last week against Spring Break, where they won 41-0. And a key component in that was their rushing game, with Chris Island being their key player of that game, getting 6 carries for 79 yards and a touchdown. And overall, they had 312 yards and 3 touchdowns rushing. So their rushing performance is a big key to their game, and if they can get that going, they're going to be looking good tonight.
Yeah, Vacaville's offense is definitely something to watch out for, trying to get their first home win of the year. And now we'll send it over to our sideline reporter for tonight's game, Trey Hunt, who has an update on both teams.
Trey Hunt, sideline reporter here to get you ready for today's game, with both Vacaville and Granite Bay coming off 2 strong defensive performances, with both teams holding their last opponent to a total of 0 points. And I was able to talk to Vacaville defensive coach Ryan Smith, and his keys to victory today is slowing down Granite Bay running back Cole Rolfe. And Cole Rolfe leads his team in rushing yards this year, and Vacaville knows if they want to come out with a victory, they're going to have to slow him down. I'm Trey Hunt, silent reporter, and we'll be right back for the first half. And it's Vacaville's homecoming.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting, whether you're commentating a live game
or hosting your own TV show
or working behind the scenes, then this is the class for you.
For more information, contact Greg Poff, that's me, at solano.edu.
We hope to see you here next semester, and remember,
it's more than just sports, it's an education.
And welcome back to Vacaville High School here at Tom Zanino Stadium, where we are getting set for kickoff. Granite Bay will be receiving the kick from Vacaville. Granite Bay is coming off a win over the Crusaders of Carmichael, where Dylan Hamilton, the quarterback, finished with 102 passing yards, along with a season-high 2 passing touchdowns for the Grizzlies. Both of them were to wide receiver Kobe Weeks. So a very interesting game from both teams, as Vacaville was able to get their first win on the road last week against Burbank, where they finished with 3 rushing touchdowns from Chris Island, Logan Cunningham, and Caden Hernandez. And we are underway here from Tom Zanino Stadium, and Granite Bay will watch it soar out of the end zone for a touchback.
If there's any college scouts out there watching, that was a very impressive kick there by Sacco. It went out of the end zone on the fly. I'm sure there's a lot of colleges out there that would love to have him kicking for them.
Yeah, good kick to start the game there. First is a touchback. It's their defense out there. Don't take any unnecessary hits or unneeded hits on that kickoff.
And that will allow Granite Bay to get their offense going. This is a Granite Bay offense that likes to switch in a lot of their players, so you'll see that over the course for tonight's game. As the first play of the game is a throw, and it is incomplete. the intended receiver, number 13, Brent Evans.
Yeah, these teams are very similar in that they both love to run the ball first. The key plays will likely be on the play action, trying to get the defense off balance.
Yeah, he tried the play action roll out there, but just missed the throw a bit too low, and Evans just couldn't get under it in time.
So 2nd and 10 now for the Grizzlies. As a handoff up to the left. Good for a few yards. Result of the play going to be 3rd down, short of the first.
That's a 3rd and long here for the Grizzlies. Vacaville struggled with the 3rd and longs the last time we saw them against Oak Ridge. Should be interesting to see if they've made any adjustments in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, it'd be big to come away for a 3 and out to start this game. Give their defense some good confidence and their offense some good field position.
3rd and 7 coming up for the Grizzlies, and it's a bobbled snap. Vacaville gets it and will create a turnover for the Grizzlies.
That is great for the Vacaville offense. They will be getting the ball with prime field position against this very tough Grizzlies defense. It will be very important for them to get the ball into the end zone here.
Who else but one of their better players, Chris Island, the senior, who's able to jump on that ball. As we see the replay here, just bad snap, can't get a hold of it, and Island jumps on it. Wasn't touched, quick whistle there, because that would have been an easy touchdown if they did not blow that whistle down, but now they have really good field position, 1st and goal from around the 10-yard line.
And I'm sure Coach Evans for Granite Bay couldn't have not imagined a more worse start to get this game going, as a rush up the middle for Vacaville. Good for a few yards. There is a flag on the play.
Good to see Jeremiah Brown back out after taking some big hits and looking like an ankle injury 2 weeks ago against Oak Ridge.
Yeah, he missed last week against Burbank.
As we await the call from the official. It is against Vacaville.
Ooh, that's a big penalty there. Chop block pushes it back 15 yards. 1st and goal from the 25. Not what you want to have to start off the game.
Yeah, you said it, Nathan. Not something that you want to get your offense going after you create such a big turnover, as it is 1st and goal, but it's at the 25. As a throw out to the left, it is incomplete. The intended receiver was Myron Amy.
It was a dangerous throw there, and just a little bit offline. Lucky it didn't. It got tipped just a little bit, misdirected. Wasn't intercepted there by the DBs for Granite Bay.
Yeah, great job by the defensive line for Granite Bay. They get a hand on that ball, deflected, and almost deflected for an interception there.
So 2nd and goal now for the Bulldogs. Villalobos looking out to the left. Now he's going to take it himself and running all the way, breaking a few tackles, trying to make his way to the end zone, and is just short inside the 10. A great run from Jeremy Villalobos.
So they're lucky that wasn't a holding call. I believe that was Chris Island there. He kind of just tugged at the defensive lineman's arm as Villalobos did a little cut back upfield.
So you see the replay here. Kind of tugged at the arm, however, did not hold the jersey. And just a great run going from one side to the far side, breaking a couple tackles and getting 20 yards there, which is huge. So it's going to be 3rd and manageable on this 3rd and goal.
So as you mentioned, 3rd and goal now at about the 6 for Vacaville. And he's throwing it out to the right, and that is good for a touchdown. Vacaville on the board with 7 from number 2, Michael Otterstedt.
Good play there from Villalobos, and he hits Otterstedt, who's able to control the ball as he goes down. And what a way to start this game for Vaca High, getting a 3 and out and getting a touchdown early in this one.
And there was some pyrotechnics after that score from Vacaville. As the kick is up, and it is good.
Another good kick by Saka. He's basically automatic on these extra point attempts. And on the kickoffs, almost automatic to get it to at least the 5 or beyond, really. He has a great leg.
So already a quick 7-0 start for the Vacaville Bulldogs here on homecoming night. And already Granite Bay is going to have to figure out a way to get their offense going as well.
You see the replay, just a good quick throw over the middle, and a great job at Otterstedt to catch that. And what a good start for Vaca High here in their homecoming game.
Yeah, great slant route there by Otterstedt, just using the Grizzlies' defensive aggressiveness against them, and he had him wide open for the touchdown there.
Saka in the kick for the Bulldogs here at Vacaville High School. We stand up for the kickoff.
Now Chris Saka will get ready to kick it away. As again, it's going to be another kick. It's going to be a touchback for the Granite Bay Grizzlies.
Chris Saka with another big boot, no return. And the Grizzlies will take over first and 10.
Yeah, Saka having himself a great year kicking-wise. Hasn't really missed an extra point at all, and just been having really good kickoffs too.
Yeah, it's huge for a football team when you can have a kicker that can boot the ball out of the back of the end zone like clockwork. Just takes an aspect out of your game that you don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about your kickoff coverage as much.
And already we're seeing Bo Hammond in the backfield once again for the Granite Bay Grizzlies, and he's going to take it up. And for not much yardage, that the defensive line for Vacaville, not much of a gain. There's going to be second down.
This Vacaville has been those first 2 plays on the last series, they were able to shut down the Grizzly offense, and we see that again here on first down here.
Yeah, the Dogs did a great job sniffing that run out and absolutely stopping it, making them lose 1-2 yards there. So great play by the defensive line of Vaca High.
So about 9:25 to go here in the first quarter. 2nd and 11 upcoming for the Grizzlies. As a pass out to the left. Nice stroke move right there from Ty Peterson, who was able to pick up a few yards on that play.
That was a great tackle there by Jeremy Villalobos. He managed to grab the guy by his leg and just didn't let go and managed to bring him down for a fairly short gain.
Yeah, great piece of open field tackle and turned what could have easily been a 10 to 20 or more yard play to just about a 4 or 5 yard pickup there.
As it is now 3rd and 6 for the Grizzlies. As a quick throw out there, nice strike, and it is good for the first down. Huge pickup of a play right there for the Grizzlies. Otterstedt made the tackle for Vacaville.
A really good throw there by Dylan Hamilton. And a big first down for this Granite Bay team, avoiding a second straight 3 and out.
As the defense get going in a hurry here. 1st and 10 on the 33. Hamilton handed off to the middle and nothing there. Just a great team effort from the defensive line for Vacaville once again.
Yeah, once again, the Dogs just sniff out that run, and like dogs to a bone, they get on it right away and stop it from gaining any yards. Vaca High can take out this run offense for Granite Bay. This would be huge for them, as Granite Bay really runs their offense through rushing.
2nd and 10 here, still on the 33, as Hamilton goes for another handoff out to the left, and good for a few yards. That time is once again looking like it was Ty Peterson, and it is.
Yeah, the Vacaville defense sniffed that play out very quickly. They read it. They read the motion to the left, but they weren't able to get to the running back in time before he could cut up field for the gain there.
Yeah, that game was good for about 5 yards. It's going to bring us to 3rd and 5 now, as we're under 7 minutes to go here in the first. As Hamilton with yet another handoff and trying to get as much yards as he can. Number 11, Cole Roth, looking like that's going to be short of the first down.
No, they gave him the first down. That was a very generous spot. It looked like he was tackled just a yard or two short of the line to gain, but he managed to stretch out for the first down apparently.
Yeah, the way they tackled him, he fell forward and marked where the ball was rather than where his knee hit.
So it is first down on the Grizzlies' own 45. And again, not much there on that rushing attempt for Granite Bay.
Yeah, great play there by Billard, who stopped the run right at the line and got some support to take him down. So good job by Billard being able to shed the block and get a wrap around the running back.
So it is 2nd and 10 now. 5:55 to go. As Hamilton gets ready to throw out to his right, he finds his target. Good for a few yards. That's number 22, Christian Perry. Good for a few yards for the Grizzlies.
It just looked like blown coverage there on the out by the sideline. There's nobody anywhere near him on the coverage. He's able to get an easy 9 or 10 yards there on the gain.
Yeah, the Bulldogs were in zone coverage, not man-to-man, so just those quick throws really paying off here for Granite Bay. Second quick throw that's gotten good yardage, and now it's going to be 3rd and short.
As the Grizzlies will look to pick up a first down on this play. And a rush up the middle. They will get the first down and more. Keep going, and he has a chance, but finally tackled by Vacaville. That was number 20, Jeremiah Brown, that brought him down finally.
It was amazing. I have no idea how he managed to fight his way through the entire Vacaville defense there. They're lucky Jeremiah Brown was able to stop him there at the very end.
And that was number 11, Cole Roth.
Yeah, Roth powering through, keeping his legs moving. That's a big thing preached to the young football players, is keep your legs moving whenever you have the ball. Kept them moving and got a good 20, 30-yard pickup there.
And they do keep Cole Roth in the backfield for Granite Bay. He leads the team in carries so far this season. As motion here from Granite Bay's offense as a handoff up to the left side and out of bounds is Ty Peterson.
Good job by Peterson to turn what could have easily been a loss of 1-2 into a gain of 1 there. Had a good stiff arm on it, looked like Briscoe, and was able to pick up a yard before going out of bounds.
So that'll bring us to 2nd and 9 on the 14-yard line. As another hand off to Roth, making his way up the middle, good for a few yards again, but short of the first down. Going to bring us to 3rd down now.
Yeah, Vaca High's defense has been doing a really good job against the run tonight, and especially if they can get a hit right on that offensive line. If they get a hit there, these Granite Bay running backs just cannot pick up more than maybe 2 at most.
Yeah, Roth is going to be huge for this Granite Bay offense if they want to come out of here with a win tonight.
And for Vaca High, if they can shut them down, then you might not see Granite Bay score more than 20 points this game.
As a handoff to Bo Hannum, and he's met hard by the defensive line for Vacaville.
Looked like it was Mike Ostetter on the hit there that met him.
He was holding on to that right arm after that hit from Otterstedt, as you were saying, Alan.
Yeah, probably got a good arm stinger there, and he'll probably need to stretch it out, shake it about to try and get the nerves back firing again.
It's like a timeout for Granite Bay. They're not sure if they want to go for it here on 4th and 2 from the 6, or if they just want to take the points.
And that's what they will most likely discuss, as you were saying, Nathan, during this timeout.
Yeah, so far we've seen just how great of a running back Cole Roth is, as Trey was talking about in his pregame, whatever that thing's called.
Pregame interview?
Something like that, yeah. My mind's drawing a blank. But yeah, Cole Roth has been huge tonight so far, just through the first 9 minutes or so. If Vacaville can find a way to slow him down, they might just stop the entire Granite Bay offense.
Yeah, you've seen the majority of runs for Granite Bay here that has been for 5 or more yards have been by Roth. So he's definitely their best running back, and as I was alluding to earlier, if Vacaville can shut him down, that shuts down a major key component of this Granite Bay offense.
As the Granite Bay offense gets ready to get back on the field, looking for a first down here. They are going for it. As they're going to take it up the middle themselves. That's Dylan Hamilton, the quarterback, picking up the first down for the Grizzlies.
A really good quarterback sneak play there. As right as that ball snapped, he was able to go up for 3-4 yards untouched before anyone else moved. So really smart quarterback rush there. Dylan Hamilton, the senior for Granite Bay, looking to maybe get a good touchdown throw here.
And I'm sure that's what Coach Evans and his crew are looking for here on 1st and goal. As Hamilton will hand it off out to the left and breaking a few tackles. Is he in there? He is. Looking like number 2, Ty Peterson, getting the touchdown for Granite Bay. They're on the board with 6.
And just a slow, methodical drive. Granite Bay got the ball with about 9 minutes to go in the first quarter, and now here they are scoring with about 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
A really good run there. Another motion run to the right side. And he just powers through and was just barely able to play with the before fumbling it on the ground. Great run there by Peterson, and Granite Bay looking to tie the game here pending the extra point.
So a chance for the extra point kick here from Granite Bay, and the kick is up, and it is good from Justin Sampson. Able to tie up this game at 7 here in the first quarter with 1:47 left to go here from Tom Zanino Stadium.
Yeah, definitely a rough drive for the Vacaville defense. Doing really good on 1st and 2nd down for the most part, but 3rd down, they just been struggling all year on it. And gave up some key 3rd downs for Granite Bay to get first downs to keep the chain moving, and it results in 7 points for them.
Yeah, if this Vacaville defense played the same way they've played on 1st and 2nd down all season on 3rd down, then it might be a completely different story for this Vacaville team so far this season.
Yeah, but they're just going to look to get control back, march down the field, and get another touchdown and take their lead right back.
As the Grizzlies will get ready to kick it away. Sampson will be the man to kick it for Granite Bay. Evan Adams and Myron Amy back to receive. And I believe we have a squib kick here that will go out of bounds, and it is a flag. I imagine that will be against Granite Bay.
That'll bring it out to the 35-yard line. Fairly good field position here for this Vacaville offense.
Definitely not the way you wanted to start this drive for Granite Bay. It was a squib kick that ends up bouncing out. So now they will be able to start, I believe, at the 40 or 35. They'll be starting at the 35, but still pretty good.
I was right, Alan. I was right.
We'll give you props for that one, Nathan.
All right.
So 1st and 10 at the 35 for Vacaville as a rush up the middle for Chris Island for about 5. Going to be 2nd and 5
now
on the 40-yard line. There we go. Now they're at the 40, Alan.
Yeah, good rush by Island right up the middle for 5.
Right.
Yeah, we should definitely look to see Chris Island get more involved in this offense. He is a very good running back.
There's another handoff for Vacaville. Logan Cunningham able to pick up a few before being brought down.
Great run by Cunningham with a really good spin move there to get the first down. If he doesn't take that spin move there, he will be stopped short. But he does pick up the first down, so great job by Cunningham.
Yeah, you said a great spin move from Cunningham, able to pick up the first down as the Bulldogs will continue to march along here. As a pass out to the left, having a hard time being brought down is number 12, Evan Adams.
Vaca High trying their hand at a quick pass right off the snap. But Granite Bay does a great job to get him down right away and only keep it to a gain of 3 to 4 there.
So 2nd and 6 now for the Bulldogs, and a rush up the middle, and just a huge stop. Kyler Abramowitz was just met again by the Granite Bay defense.
That was an impressive tackle there. He just picked up Kyler and just threw him straight back down. It was a very impressive tackle there.
So the clock keeps ticking. Under 10 seconds to go here. As another rush for Vacaville. And a good effort from the Granite Bay defense for Cunningham, trying to pick up the first down. And so that'll do it here for the first quarter at Tom Zanino Stadium. And already a 7-7 ball game. We've got a good one for you here on the Solano College Sports Network, and we'll be right back after this.
Hi, Christine Manny, full-time instructor at Solano College Theater. Have you ever been interested in coming into theater? Come over to Solano College and find out what it's all about. You can take classes, you can be involved in many different ways, and just come talk with us. Check us out at www.solano.edu/theater.
And welcome back to Tom Zanino Stadium. We're getting set for the second quarter. It is all knotted up at 7 here from Vacaville High School here on homecoming night for the Vacaville Bulldogs. And already we've seen both teams come out and hurry with their offense, scoring on both of their first, or Granite Bay scored on their second drive of the game. Vacaville scored on their first drive of the night. So we should be in for a good one.
Yeah, Vaca High has a 4th and short here, and unlike the first drive, they weren't given a fumble and very short field position. They're going to have to earn it by marching down the field, and they look to keep the chains going. Only have to pick up 1, so look for a quick quarterback sneak or a quick run to the inside.
And already a quick handoff to number 21, Kyler Abramowitz.
And they will give it to him there on a good hard run. Was met at the line, but was able to fall forward to get the first down.
Yeah, Granite Bay was selling out on the run up the middle there. They had everybody in the box there, their entire defense.
So 1st and 10 on the Granite Bay 44, and already trying to break a few tackles there was Villalobos, but it's finally brought down.
Oh boy.
Oh no, we have a fight now.
We have a scuffle here as there's a flag on the play.
Yeah, this is a rivalry game. These guys have played for 16 straight years. Granite Bay leads the series 8-6-1.
And that's Kyle Singleton having to be held back there by his teammate, number 2, Ty Peterson.
Yeah, it looks like they were just going at it, and then when the play ended, he was taken down, and then that's when things got out of hand. He was jumped on by a Vaca High player, and that's when the scuffle came out. So we'll see how the penalties come out of it and whether Vaca High is the main penalized one or it's Granite Bay.
Yeah, I couldn't quite tell what started the scuffle between Granite Bay and Vacaville.
I always find it interesting that guys with helmets and shoulder pads and all kinds of stuff, protection, try to fight each other, throw punches and whatnot. You'd think those would be a deterrent.
Yeah, especially the fact that they get to hit each other every single play. They get to make contact, but yet they still lose control of their emotions and try and throw punches.
And I'm not sure if they'll call this a dead ball penalty, but if they call it during the play, it could be offsetting penalties, and Vacaville could get to do it over again on first down.
And if you are Vacaville, you want it to be offsetting.
Well, they don't call it Friday Night Lights for nothing, gentlemen.
This could take a while for them to sort it out here.
As the last time these two teams met, Vacaville was not only unable to beat the Grizzlies last season. They couldn't find the end zone all night. That led to a 31-0 loss. Returning Bulldogs, Chris Island and Jeremiah Brown both finished with 21 rushing yards in that game.
Yeah, if there's a way we could try and get a replay to see how it maybe started, we can try and figure out what the penalties could be and which exact players and whether it'd be 2 or more players from each team getting calls there. As you see the student section for Vega High, they were vocal. That's something the fans love to see. Even though it's probably people and players they know that are involved in the scuffle, they still want to just see fights and stuff like that break down.
It's a great song choice by the Vacaville Pep Band. Another one bites the dust. Surely there are going to be ejections from this.
Yeah, so 2 late hits down on him right here.
Yeah, so here's where Singleton gets brought in. It's hard to see Singleton, reason why he needed to be held back.
Yeah, it all started with a cheap shot there by one of the Vacaville offensive linemen. It just escalated from there.
Yeah, it looked like it was Ernie Rodriguez, the man who pushed him down, which was a bit after the play. He gave him that late hit, and that's when it really blew out of hand.
We'll see what the calls are.
So I think Granite Bay's going to get. They got 2 personal fouls while Vaca only got 1. So I believe that's going to be 10, 15-yard penalty there and automatic first down. So what a turn of events here towards Vaca High's favor with that scramble.
And I believe there were no ejections. The announcer.
No, that's what the he did that little gesture over his shoulder. That I'm assuming that was number 4. He got ejected for that.
Yeah.
Oh, so I do beg your pardon. That Kai Singleton has been ejected from this game. As Coach Pop out there talking with, I believe it is Coach Evans for Granite Bay.
Yeah, these 2 teams know each other very well. They play every single year. Not very surprised that things got chippy here pretty quickly.
Yeah, with the series being close, 8-6 favorite Granite Bay, you know Vaca High and Granite Bay want that competitive edge over each other, and Granite Bay wants to extend their record while Vaca High looks to close it down. And you know the emotions are strong here tonight, as both teams will have kind of struggled just going at it hard. Looks like the referees are getting back together, so let's figure out what's going to happen.
And both teams will huddle up here. Sure, both coaches want to talk to their team, saying, we're all about business here. Don't want nothing immature throughout the rest of this game.
Yeah, my guess is the referees straight up told both coaches, just let your players know not to do this again. If it happens one more time, there will be ejections from the game. So the huddles probably tell the players to calm it down, keep your emotions in check, and just turn that emotion, instead of fighting, to just bigger hits, good blocks, and good tackles.
Well, this game was going along so smoothly, and then just had to have a fight.
Might have been someone in the stands that jinxed it, but we'll get things moving along here shortly.
Well, scruffles are always fun to watch. At the same time, you don't want to see it happen, especially with kids so young, because college teams might look at that and might not want that on their team, want their team to be costed 15-yard penalties for just emotions getting let loose like that.
Well, safety is the most important thing, as you were saying, Alan.
Yeah.
Definitely don't want to see that from any player, especially any scout looking at that, as you were saying. That's definitely going to be something that will be judged.
Yeah, Vaca High will take 15 yards for that.
No, it was a 15-yard penalty on Vacaville.
Yeah, since they look like 2 players were pushing them, and that will be the cause of it.
And so that's brought back to Vacaville's own 44. It is 2nd and 10 as a handoff up the middle. Good for a few yards. Number 25, Logan Cunningham.
And not a bad run there. He was met right away, but was able to power through the first hit to get about 4 or 5 yard pickup. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. So let's see what their offense can do here.
3rd and about 25 here.
As a throw, that is Michael Briscoe is able to make the catch, and more finally brought down. And a great catch and a great run from Briscoe.
A great pass, great route by Briscoe on the little hook route there. Gets about 16 yards. However, they are still well back from a first down, so they're just going to bring the punt unit out and try and pin Granite Bay back deep.
And so they were unable to pick up the first down. That's going to bring it to 4th down now, as Vacaville will punt it away. As the ball will bounce right about inside the 10 to get things started for the Granite Bay Grizzlies. A great punt for the Vacaville Bulldogs.
Yeah, it took a Bulldog bounce and was down to around, looks like the 5-4. But I was counting, Granite Bay only had 10 players out on the field, so they gave themselves a bit of a disadvantage. And that's one less Bulldog block running downfield.
Yeah, nonetheless, just a great punt there by Tyler Edmonds, pinning them deep. This Granite Bay offense is going to have a long way to go if they want to find the end zone.
So 1st and 10 on Granite Bay's own 5-yard line. As they'll start off the drive with a handoff. Scrambling here for a tackle was Vacaville, but they're finally able to bring down number 28, McCall, on that carry.
Yeah, he went right into a pile, so it was hard to catch the number there. But yeah, really good stop by the Bulldog defense, only giving it to a 1-yard gang. He was swallowed up right away.
And so a stop here for Vacaville will be huge, as it's 2nd and 9 at about the 6 for Granite Bay. As they'll go with another handoff up to the left. Good for a few yards on that play for Granite Bay, but still short of the first down.
Yeah, it looked like it was Roth on that run. Another good run for Roth, about 4 or 5 yards in there. And as a running back, you want your running back to at least average 4 to 5 yards per carry. So it'll be a 3rd and manageable here for Granite Bay.
And so it is 3rd and 3 with 8:45 to go here in the first half. As yet another handoff for Granite Bay, and it is going to work for them. They are able to pick up the first down. Nice decision right there from Ty Peterson to run up the middle and gain the first down for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, just using a little misdirection to stretch out the Vacaville defense on 3rd and short. Just needed to get a few yards, and he managed to get those few yards.
As the Bulldogs were not able to get a stop, resulting in a first down for the Grizzlies. Offense stays out there. They're on their own 20 now. As looking deep is Hamilton, and catching it is Ty Peterson. What a catch for Peterson, picking up the first down and more.
Yeah, just had it good inside positioning there on the route, and didn't really have to fight with the defender much for that ball. Just an easy pitch and catch there for the Granite Bay offense.
Yeah, just an absolute great throw by Hamilton, right on the money, and an easy catch for Peterson. big yards, and just like that, they go from their own 5 into Bulldog territory at the 36.
And that does keep the chains moving here. 1st and 10 on Vacaville's 36-yard line. As a handoff to Roth. Good for about 4 to 5 yards. Going to bring us to about 2nd and 5 here.
Another good hard run by Roth there up the middle.
Yeah, Vacaville is going to have to find an answer. These stopping guys for 4 or 5 yard gains isn't going to get the job done. They got to hunker down and get them tackle guys in the backfield.
So that was good for a pickup of about 5. As another handoff for Granite Bay, making his way out to the right. Nice run from number 22, Christian Perry. And that is good for the first down for the Granite Bay Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies wanted a penalty for a late hit or a hit out of bounds. They will not get it, but you can hear the displeasure between the fans and the coaches.
So the Grizzlies got their offense going here in the second quarter. 1st and 10 on the 24. As a hand off to Nicholas Polos.
Got tripped up on his own feet there. He just tried to cut back too aggressively and
there was a flag on the play.
Did a self-somersault there that kind of stopped himself from going over his own leg. You see the replay here? Quick interview where he here loses his footing, just somersaults down. So, I mean, good. I'll give him an 8 out of 10 on that somersault.
Yeah, if this football thing doesn't work out for him, he might have a career in gymnastics with that kind of somersault.
And that was Bohannon.
However, there was a block in the back there that's put him back 10 yards. So,
as a handoff to Ty Peterson out to the left, he goes out of bounds. For very little there.
Yeah, Vacaville has him at 2nd and long here. A good stop there as they look for another good short yard stop or a knockdown on a pass, swatted ball, interception. So Granite Bay will have a choice whether to run it or go for a throw here.
.6:14 to go here. 2nd and 17 on the 31. Granite Bay trying to pick up yet another first down. As their attempt here from Hamilton in motion, looking to the right, and it is incomplete. Fell just short of number 7, Kobe Weeks.
Yeah, he was running out to his right. Good job by Island to put some pressure on and really forced him to have a pressure throw, and he missed him right about 4 or 5 yards there, too short.
Yeah, it was a short throw over to Weeks, who had 2 touchdowns last week for the Grizzlies.
Be good to see if Vacaville can get a big stop here on 3rd and long. They haven't been very good on 3rd and long so far this season.
As they'll choose a throw to Ty Peterson, and he will not be able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, had a quick screen pass, which is a good play by Peterson, who ran hard into his own lineman there and ended up going down. So it'll be 4th and long. Peterson came off. It looked like he might have knocked the wind out of him a little.
There was some discomfort as he came off the field.
Yeah, either that or he's just really upset at the fact that he went down by running into the back of one of his linemen. Right now, I think they're debating on whether to go for a field goal, punt, or just go for it on 4th and long here.
It will be a very long field goal if they choose to go for the 3 points.
Yeah, around 48 yards here, which is definitely not an easy field goal to make.
Looks like they're just going to take the clock down as far as they can, and then he's going to call a timeout.
Yeah, right on the money, Nate. He's calling that timeout.
So Granite Bay does use their 2nd timeout of the game.
Yeah, they know Vacaville isn't known for their passing offense. They're trying to give them as little time as possible here with about 5 minutes to go before the half.
I want to take this time to remind everyone to subscribe to us on YouTube. You can find us under Greg Poff, that's GRGPOFF, for more high school football action, along with sit-down interviews that we do in our TV studio on the Fairfield main campus. And also we do Solano College Sports broadcasts as well, so subscribe today. That's Greg Poff, GRGPOFF. So subscribe today for more action. Nate McKay, Alan McGraw, and Nathan Farmer on the call for tonight's game here from Tom Zanino Stadium as this 100-degree day starts to go down as the sun has set.
So they're going for a 47-yard field goal here, which will be tough. But let's see if he has the leg to do it and if he can keep it in between the uprights.
That's a tough one indeed for Sampson as the kick is going to be right about above and good for 3 points. Going to bring Granite Bay's lead up to 3 now.
Yeah, it was just within his range. He did make about, I would guess, 3-4 feet from hitting the bar there. But great kick and big 3 points there for Granite Bay with a chance to stop back at high and go into halftime with a lead here.
Yeah, just made it right above the goalpost. That's the word I was looking for. As that now does bring the lead 10-7.
Yeah, if you're Granite Bay there, you got to be ecstatic with that field goal. You just, Vacaville comes up with a big stop on 3rd and long, and you just managed to steal some points there on the very long field goal. And it's huge for the Granite Bay offense.
Yeah, so this time on the kickoff, you're going to look for Granite Bay to avoid Squibb kicking it out of bounds and keeping it in bounds.
It looks like they have Caden Hernandez playing right in the middle of the field. Wouldn't be surprised to see if this one gets kicked straight to him.
But still the usual, Myron Amy and Evan Adams out far back, looking to receive. And it will be Myron Amy who will take the chance and is about tripped up and able to pick up very little right at about inside the 25.
Probably around the 23, but not a bad return. He did kind of either got a hand on his ankle, which made him lose his balance, or he just naturally lost it there. But still, not a bad return. They have 5 minutes, just about 5 minutes on the clock exactly to try and march down 75 yards.
So the Bulldogs will get going in a hurry here. And a nice move by Kyler Abramowitz.
Just a great cut up field, manages to get right up the middle for a big gain there on 1st down.
It's going to bring it to 2nd and 1 on the Bulldogs' own 31. 4:40 to go here in the first half as they'll rush it up to the left. Again from Kyler Abramowitz, and this time he does pick up the 1st down for the Bulldogs.
Another good hard run there by Abramowitz.
It looked like Myron Amy kind of helped him out, kept him upright a little bit there, just kind of carried him for an extra couple yards.
Yeah, you always want to push the pile because those extra couple yards can make a big difference later on in the drive.
4:12 and counting here in the second. Bill Lobos throwing deep to Briscoe. He makes the catch. He's going to keep going. Breaks the tackle, going all the way, and is just right inside the 10. What a run from Michael Briscoe.
It's all right. Michael Briscoe, another deep catch. Last week he had a 48-yard touchdown reception, and this one was so close to about a 60-yard touchdown, but it comes up just short. But great throw by Villalobos.
Yeah, great cutbacks there, just breaking tackles, fighting for those extra yards.
You see the replay. Villalobos with just such a good throw, good catch. Great cutback move right here, which gives him about an extra 15 yards if he doesn't break that tackle. So now good first and goal and a big chance for Vaca High to take the lead as we're going to have a timeout Vaca High.
Timeout Bulldogs.
Coach Pop and his crew wants to talk it over.
Yeah, it looked like they just didn't have the right personnel out on the field. They're trying to send in another running back for that play, but they just weren't satisfied with how things are going.
Now they'd had all 3 times, so definitely smart timeout to take. Talk it over. You have first and goal from about the 3. So make sure you take your time, think of a play that you know will work and get you in the end zone and get you that lead back.
Yeah, it's definitely huge if Vacaville can get into the end zone here before the half and manage to hold on to that lead before the half ends.
Yeah, but Vaca High's all year, their deep pass has been really good, especially when it's been the Briscoe. He comes through for Vaca High, makes those catches, eludes the cornerbacks, and gets those big yardage in these situations where they could really use them. So Michael Briscoe, just outstanding job this year so far, and you know they're going to be using him and his speed for deep throws all year long.
Yeah, and that was probably the first time this season we've seen Villalobos show off the cannon and make a huge throw to his intended receiver, Michael Briscoe.
It's kind of funny looking at those guys out in the student section. Kind of reminded me of the USC guys in the student section at the USC game a couple weeks ago. They were missing the G. They just made them look stupid.
As the Bulldogs will get ready to rush it up the middle, and they are in the end zone for a touchdown. Chris Island able to put the Bulldogs right back on top.
Who else but Chris Island, their best runner this year, and he powers through the pile, gets in, and adds another touchdown to his stats for the year.
So what a drive for the Vacaville Bulldogs.
Yeah, Chris Island is just a powerful runner. He's just a force. Whenever he gets the ball, it seems like he picks up a good 5 or 10 yards.
Here comes Saka for the extra point attempt. Mr. Automatic, trying to remain Mr. Automatic.
You know there's this little thing called broadcaster's jinx, right, Alan?
Yeah, I know.
It didn't work this time, but still.
As that kick was indeed good. As the Bulldogs will get ready to rush it up the middle, and they are
right through the middle, lowers his shoulders, and just runs through whoever tried to stop him, and he gets the important 6 points on that touchdown. See the band here playing their music, getting the fans pumped, pumping up the players. And that music just sounds so much better for Vaca High, especially when they are in the lead.
Yeah, now their defense will have their work cut out for them.
Yeah, still plenty of time for Granite Bay to score here before the half. They haven't shown much in the passing game so far tonight. They will definitely need to pass the ball if they want to get into the end zone before the half.
For the Grizzlies.
Yeah, Vacaville has figured out the rushing game so far for the Grizzlies. As Granite Bay is going to run it up here is number 44, Bo Hammond. We do have a flag on the play.
Looks like we have a player slow to get up for Granite Bay. Trying to figure out the number here of who it is. I believe it's number 12 for them.
So that is, or no, number 13,
yeah.
Brent Evans. That is the son of Coach Evans for Granite Bay.
And Granite Bay did get I believe, a block in the back penalty there. So they have to start back from their own 10. And once again, they have to march 90 yards down the field.
So another penalty that's going to cost the Grizzlies here. So it should be interesting to see how Vacaville's defense shows up here on this drive. as Hamilton with an incomplete throw trying to hit Ty Peterson for that catch.
Yeah, Peterson tried to get the basket catch, but he couldn't quite get his hands under it. It did hit the ground. Great eye by the referee there and to call it incomplete, and now it will be 2nd and 10 for Granite Bay.
Yeah, that's one thing we've seen so far from Hamilton when he has thrown the ball. It seems like he's underthrowing his receivers. Should be interesting to see if he can make an adjustment with that as the game goes on.
Yeah, we saw that on their last drive for Granite Bay. Saw a couple throws from Hamilton that were just short. As Granite Bay looking for a throw here. He's got a chance to hit number 7, and it is unable to make the catch was Kobe Weeks.
It looks like it just went straight through his arms, just wasn't able to haul that one in.
Yeah, you can see the frustration from Weeks punching the grass right after landing from that jumping catch. However, we do have a flag down on the play.
Yeah, it almost looked like that Hamilton was going to overthrow that pass. Then Weeks finally caught up to it and sort of bobbled. It was making his way.
Yeah, so as we catch the replay, Hamilton, that was a great throw, catchable throw, but Weeks just couldn't corral and get his hands together to catch it. And then as you saw, punching the ground out of frustration. But Pop decided to decline the penalty and keep it at 3rd and 10.
So it is 3rd and 10, still at the 10-yard line for Granite Bay. As they will throw yet again as a high catch from number 27. Tolson Smith able to make the catch, the junior. The clock does keep rolling here.
Yeah, Smith was well short of the first one there. That throw by Hamilton was high. Great catch by Smith to jump up and get it, but that throw's got to be better. It's got to be more towards the chest where he can catch and run. The jump cost them what could have been a chance to get the first down there.
Yeah, if he hits him in his chest, he can probably turn up the field and run for another few yards. But just having to jump up in the air like that, you give the defenders time to come in and make the tackle.
And now the Bulldogs will use their second to last timeout of the half. About 2:55 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, smart move by Pop to call a timeout with 2:55 to go in the half. They still have one timeout, which will give them plenty of time to try and march down the field to get into field goal territory if they cannot get a touchdown at the least.
Yeah, one thing we saw last drive is that Vacaville was doing very well with their passing game, something we haven't really seen so far this season in the 2 games that we've broadcasted for them. So should be interesting to see if they can keep that going with their pass offense.
Yeah, but great job by that guy's defense. Their passing defense is something they struggle with, and they're improving on it here, stopping these passes, the caught ones right away, and with the help of a couple bad throws and just bad plays by Granite Bay.
And now Vacaville will have a chance to score before the half ends, as they will punch it away. They will let the ball bounce right about inside the 45-yard line.
Yeah, not the best kick. Good field position for Pop and the Bulldogs. They'll start from their own 44, so just about 1 first down probably gets them in the Saka's range. Whether he hits it or not, we'll find out later if they do go for the field goal. But here, great field position. Let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Yeah, just under 3 minutes. Still plenty of time for them to score. We saw them march down the field fairly quickly last time.
There's a chance to once again show off his range is Villalobos as a nearly interception. That was Ty Peterson.
Now Peterson read that play from the beginning. He pounced on that quick curl route there on the sideline. Just unfortunate that he wasn't able to come up with the grab.
Yeah, that could have been back-to-back weeks for Ty Peterson with at least 1 interception. He had one against the Crusaders last week for the Grizzlies, as Villalobos throwing out to his right, hitting his man Myron Amy. Good for a few yards, just short of the first though.
Yeah, Amy lost his footing. He probably would have gotten the first down, or at least gotten hit right around the marker, but he lost his footing. However, he did pick up about 7 yards there, so it would be third and manageable for Vaca High.
It is 3rd and 4. They will choose to run up the middle, and instead, they are just short of the first down.
Yeah, great play by Granite's defensive line to get him. What was it, Chris? I don't know. It is Abramowicz who gets caught right away. So it'll be 4th medium, and it looks like Vaca High is going to go for it.
4th down and long, 3, call it 4.
And Coach Pop is trusting his offense. He definitely has to be pleased with this year's offense compared to last year's, who were unable to score at all compared to this year's, who has scored already 14 points here in the first half. As they choose to go for it, and it will end up costing them. It's going to result in a turnover, and Granite Bay will take over.
Yeah, just a bad snap there. Just unfortunate for the Vacaville offense. They had a 4th and short, just weren't able to convert. They didn't even get to run their play.
Yeah, tough break for them. Now Granite Bay will get it from their own 38. Minute 28 left, 1 timeout, so they might be able to get and try get in the field goal range at the very least. But we will see how this will turn out for them. You see the fans having a bit of a flashlight wars with the Granite Bay side.
As Hamilton will look to throw here, he is in motion, throwing out to the left, and almost making the one-hand catch, looking like one of the line coaches for Vacaville. It's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, he almost had it, jumped up, went for the one-handed, and it was close, but couldn't corral it in. Good effort, good effort, A for effort.
But F for execution, though. So
F indeed, as it is 2nd and 10 on Granite Bay's zone 44. Under 90 seconds to go here from Tom Zanino Stadium. As Hamilton throwing it out to his right to Ty Peterson. It's going to result in 3rd down, unable to pick up the first again.
Yeah, Granite Bay's just running out of time as we come close to 1 minute left in the first half. They just got to pick it up. They can't take these short gains. They got to take some chances down the field at some point.
It is 3rd and 5. Under a minute to play here in the first half. The snap to Hamilton, in motion, out to his left, and connecting for the first down is number 2, Ty Peterson. So we've seen that connection from Hamilton and Peterson all night, and it works on that one, getting out of bounds and stopping the clock at 45.
Yeah, great catch there by Peterson. Able to corral it in and get both of his feet down before going out of bounds. So now they'll have it in Vaca High territory at the 40. So 45 seconds left on the clock and 1 timeout, so plenty of time for these guys left.
Definitely starting to see Hamilton throw a lot more passes on this drive. Looking out to his right is Hamilton, and able to make the catch is number 16, Brian DeVito, the tight end for Granite Bay. Picking up yet another.
Was tackled inbounds, so the clock is still running.
Clock is still running, and that was not a first down. It is 2nd and 1. Fans are upset here on the Granite Bay side.
Yeah, the referee there kind of fumbled the ball, and the Granite Bay parents here are yelling, not happy with him. But they're able to spike it with 21 seconds. Still have a timeout, so they're definitely going to try and take another passing shot down the field and try and make this maybe a 1-point game for a better field goal attempt at least.
Yeah, and as we saw earlier, they're definitely in their kicker's range. So we saw him kick a field goal from about this same spot earlier.
Yeah, especially a run with just 2-3 yards would get their kicker within range.
It is 3rd and 1. And the Bulldogs will use their last timeout. So it is 14-10 in favor of the Bulldogs. 21 seconds. Will be 3rd and 1 when the Granite Bay Grizzlies get back out there on the field. As a look at the drill team for Vacaville, who will perform at halftime. As it is homecoming night for the Bulldogs, so I'm sure there will be a lot of festivities at halftime. Already have a few sports cars on the track.
And a Jeep.
And the Jeep.
Can't forget about that one.
No, you can. 14-10 here as the Grizzlies are looking for a first down. As they will throw, and it is intercepted by number 6, Jeremy Villalobos, making his way out to the right for even more, and he's out of bounds.
Just a miscommunication there, it looked like, from the Granite Bay quarterback and his receiver there. Just threw it straight to Villalobos. There wasn't a Granite Bay receiver in the area.
However, there is a flag on the play. Let's see whether it came after the ball is intercepted.
Illegal block in the back against the Dogs. 9 seconds.
So yeah, as it's a block in the back, it will only take the Bulldogs back 10 yards. They'll still have the interception. So bad throw by Dylan Hamilton results in an interception, and that will take away any chance of them scoring, as you'll see Pop and the Bulldogs probably just take a knee, run the clock down into halftime.
Yeah, no timeouts left, 9 seconds, deep inside their own territory. They're definitely going to take a knee here.
And so inside of 10 seconds. And the Bulldogs will take a knee. And that will bring us to halftime, as it is 14-10 in favor of the Bulldogs. They have the lead in this one as the clock hits 0 here on homecoming night at Tom Zanino Stadium. We'll be right back at for this halftime for you here on the Solano College Sports Network.
Hi, my name is Eric Visser. I'm in my 5th year as the athletic director of Solano College. To experience community college and its mission has been an outstanding experience. Solano College has a very rich tradition in intercollegiate athletics dating back to 1947. I'm very proud to communicate that rich tradition is still being continued with fine young men and women that represent Solano College on and off the court. In the fall we have the volleyball program. We have a very successful women's soccer program. We have both men's and women's basketball. And then we transition to 4 programs: baseball, of softball, men's women's tennis, and men's and women's swimming. It is our mission to excel our programs and our student athletes in academics. All of our student athletes are committed to give back to the community. And we would invite you to be a part of Solano College Athletics by visiting our website www.solanoathletics.com, and you feel a warm welcome at Solano.
I'm Diego Moyano. I'm a USTA lead national coach. We are here at Solano College Courts trying to win this 100,000 that North Bay put together, and hopefully we can get the trophy.
And welcome back to Tom Zanino Stadium here in Vacaville, California. I'm Nate McKay along with Nathan Farmer, and want to take this time to welcome in Zion Trammell, He will be stepping in for the third quarter. And before we get things going, we're going to send it down to our sideline reporter, Trey Hunt, with an update here before the second half kicks off.
Trey Hunt, sideline reporter here to get you caught up before the second half. I was able to catch up with Vacaville defensive coordinator Michael Cassis, and he was able to tell me that he wants his team to slow down Granite Bay's jet run. Vacaville has gave up too many yards to Granite Bay in the first half. He also wants to change up their coverages to help confuse Granite Bay to help Vacaville come out with the victory. Back to you guys in the booth.
And we are back up in the booth now, getting ready as the clock gets ready to get set for the second half to begin. And Nathan, want to start off this with you. What did we see from Granite Bay in that first half?
They were very good with their jet sweep offense as well as their play action passes. They, when they had the ball, they were moving down the field methodically, just able to get first down after first down. Vacaville was able to get some good stops there towards the end of the second half, which helped Vacaville get the lead going into the halftime break.
I definitely saw a lot from Granite Bay's offense and defense in that first half. And now Zion, what did we see from Vacaville in that first half?
Yeah, they had a really good first half. We saw their passing attack come alive with the big play from Michael Briscoe, and then they got the momentum with the interception at the end of the first half to keep Granite Bay from getting on the board, putting some points up on the board. And yeah, I expect Vacaville to keep putting the pressure on Granite Bay's defense, and they want to get that first home win for the fans on homecoming weekend. Emotions are running high. I'm excited for the second half.
Should be a very interesting second half indeed, as the ball will continue to bounce, but is finally picked up from Vacaville special teams. Myron Amy able to bring it about to the 26, 27-yard line for Vacaville.
Yeah, that's what Granite Bay was hoping to do on that first squib kick early in the first half. But just the kicker wasn't able to kick it right, and it just went out of bounds.
Yeah, they definitely got the squib kick they wanted, as you were saying. As the Bulldogs offense back out there. As a handoff right up the middle for a few yards. Chris Island.
Yeah, I definitely expect Vacaville to be running the football in the second half with the lead. Want to drain that clock a little bit. 4-point lead, start the second half.
We saw Chris Island there. He's just known for powering through runners. Took about 3 or 4 Grizzlies to get the tackle there.
That's another hand off to Chris Island. Granite Bay having a tough time pulling him down.
Don't want to see another fight here. Emotions are definitely running high. It's homecoming weekend. You know, Vacaville, they want to get that win for the fans, as tomorrow they got the dance, and I'll be honest, those fireworks scared me at the half. Oh my goodness.
I think they scared everybody.
I did forget to talk about that.
Yeah.
It was quite a showing indeed.
Yeah.
As there's a showing indeed from Jeremiah Brown, good for the first down.
It's good to see Jeremiah Brown back. We haven't seen him much on the offensive side today so far after he sprained his ankle a couple weeks ago against Oak Ridge. To see him back.
I think it was a nice run there.
Again, that run from Jeremiah Brown was able to pick up the first down for the Bulldogs on their own 48. As Granite Bay's defense so far has their work cut out for them, as a nice throw, and just missing that was Myron Amy. Is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, had Amy wide open there along the sideline, just wasn't able to get the throw online for Amy to make the catch.
Yeah, Granite Bay, they caught a break there. That could have been a big play there for Vacaville, but instead it's second down.
So that incomplete pass brings us to 2nd and 10. As another handoff up the middle for the Bulldogs. Good for maybe 5. will bring it to actually 7-yard gain. 3rd and 3 upcoming for the Bulldogs.
Run heavy on this drive for Vacaville. See what they do here on 3rd down.
As we reach inside of 10 minutes. 3rd down for the Bulldogs. Another handoff, and the Granite Bay Grizzlies get the stop, able to bring down Jeremiah Brown with the combined effort from their defensive line, able to force the 4th down.
It looks like Vacaville is going to punt here. Tyler Edmonds was able to pin the Grizzlies deep the last time we saw him punt. Should be interesting to see if he can do the same here.
And as you were mentioning, Edmonds looking for hopefully an advantage on this kick as they do punt it away. As a fair catch call from Granite Bay. Going to bring it inside about the 15 for Vacaville, or excuse me, sorry, Granite Bay. So on the first drive of the second half, no score from Vacaville. They do keep the lead 14-10.
And although we did see an impressive first half from Vacaville, Granite Bay still could have a comeback in them. We'll see how they do on this first drive here in the second half.
As Hamilton is in motion and is throwing it out to his left, going to be incomplete, having that pass head towards out of bounds.
It looked like he just threw it away there and didn't want to risk throwing an interception. The only guy he had only guy he had in the area was in double coverage, just didn't want to risk the interception.
Yeah, and other than that, not much there for Hamilton to throw. Under 9 minutes, 2nd and 10 on the Grizzlies' own 14. As a quick handoff, and able to gain a few yards and even more for the first down is number 11, Cole Roth, once again for the Granite Bay Grizzlies.
Yeah, Roth was the story of the first half. He was just motoring for big gain after big gain. The Vacaville defense was having trouble stopping him.
Yeah, he is bullying that Vacaville defense, just plowing through the line, getting some extra yardage there.
First down on the 24 for Granite Bay. As they go with yet another handoff. Going out to the right and good for another first down and hold everything. Vacaville looked like they were asking for a fumble. That was number 22, Chris Island, thinking that they had a chance to take it to the end zone.
Yeah, just one thing we saw there, that run there by Granite Bay, nobody for the Vacaville defense took out the legs of the running back. He was just able to keep motoring. He had help from his offensive line, just keeping him upright and motoring down the field.
And so the Grizzlies are moving the chains, able to pick up yet another first down. They choose to go with another handoff up the middle. Already we're seeing their running core having a good second half so far.
And I'm sure that's one thing Coach Papadopoulos stressed with his team at the half, that they needed to tackle lower. These Granite Bay runners have been powering through tackles because they're just tackling too high.
Yeah, and because of that, they're getting extra yardage, and that could be crucial.
Something that Vacaville has not been able to stop so far, as yet another gain of a first down for the Grizzlies. Just what a half so far we're seeing from the Granite Bay Grizzlies.
Yeah, Vacaville has had no answer for the runs up the middle. They're just Granite Bay's managing to find a hole no matter what Vacaville throws at them.
Another first down upcoming for the Grizzlies. They choose to hand it off to Peterson, moving out towards his right, and is finally brought down. Not much gain there for Granite Bay.
Chris Island in the backfield, disrupting things.
So as the clock keeps rolling, a good stop from the Vacaville defense to.
Second down and 9, balls at the 45.
Definitely quick moving third quarter. Already 6:13 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, now it's all up to Vacaville's defense trying to stop that running game from Granite Bay. So it will be interesting to see if they choose to throw it here. They will not. They choose to keep running it. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep running it and able to pick up again a few yards, but it's going to result in a third down.
Yeah, Granite Bay, their strength is definitely their run game. Their pass offense is not nearly as good as their run offense. They're just sticking to what they're good at.
Reminds me of the Seattle Seahawks. A lot of running the football and power running, like when Marshawn Lynch was there.
As they do throw over to the left, and that's good for another first down, is Ty Peterson.
A little bit of zone defense there from the Vacaville defensive backs. Just the quarterback for Granite Bay was able to find the hole in the zone.
And right now, Granite Bay is just racking up these first downs, marching their way for a chance to score in the end zone. As we do have a flag here.
Looks like that's going to be false start.
Yeah.
Or not. Offsides on the offense. You don't usually see that. Still a 5-yard penalty.
So it is a loss of 5, as you were saying, Nathan. Clock does keep rolling. The result will be first and 15 on Vacaville's 39.
And you got to wonder who's going to be the man to make the play on defense for Vacaville. Who's going to step up and make that big defensive play to try and stop Granite Bay's momentum right now.
As a trick play right there from Granite Bay. Looked like it was going to be Peterson to take it up.
And just a little counter action there, handing it off to Cole Roth there for the big gain.
Yeah, good play call.
About second down and 6 on Vacaville's 30. Under 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Where we are seeing Granite Bay eat up most of that clock. And another run, hurdling through a few of his offensive line teammates is Cole Roth.
Yeah, Vacaville's crowd and the fans don't look too. They weren't as energetic as they were before the start of before the end of the first half. Key third down here.
Third and short here. As another QB sneak. We've seen it work in the first half from Hamilton, and it works again, able to pick up yet another first down for the Grizzlies.
It's interesting there. It looked like he was motioning forward towards the line of scrimmage as he was taking the snap. Interesting that they didn't call a false start there.
Guess you would say the refs are being very generous on this homecoming night. Peterson and Roth in the backfield for Granite Bay. As they choose to throw to Peterson on the screen.
Flag on the play.
And as you mentioned, a flag on the play. Having a tough time bringing down Peterson.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to get Granite Bay for holding. They look like they're holding Cody Hume there out on the outside as they were sending the run that way.
Yeah, we've seen these penalties so far be a backbreaker so far for the Grizzlies. That moves them back as they continue to try to retake the lead, but so far it's just not working out for them. Under 2.5 minutes to play here in the third. 1st and 20 on the Vacaville's 33. As Hamilton looks over to his sideline. Choosing the throw. Looking out towards his left. Looking deep. And incomplete. Brent Evans, the tight end, unable to make the catch.
Yeah, what just wasn't, he had the ball, just wasn't able to survive the ground, wasn't able to survive the hit. Just the ball popped out at the very end there.
It's going to be 2nd and 20. And so far we've seen Granite Bay have a lot of time on the possession so far in this third quarter.
Yeah, they've eaten up a lot of the clock here on this one drive.
As they choose to go with another handoff, and just met hard from the front line of Vacaville was number 44, Bo Hammond.
Yeah, great tackling there by Vacaville. They got to get that going. 3rd down here.
Yeah, Hannum was only able to pick up about 2.
Yeah, short gain on 2nd and very long, sets up a 3rd and long. So just definitely a key play here for this Vacaville defense to get their offense back on the field.
Yeah, we've seen Sampson kick a long field goal in the first half. And looks like we have another flag on the play here.
It's like 12 men on the field for Granite Bay. So it's going to set up a 3rd and 23 here.
Yeah, well, the coach does not seem too happy.
Yeah, it's those preventable penalties, the ones that don't happen in game action, like delay of game, too many men on the field, that coaches just absolutely hate.
Yeah, and that might have pushed them out of field goal range. They got to get some yards back if they want to try a field goal attempt.
And no doubt about it, they are going to throw it. Hamilton trying to avoid the sack, has to get rid of it, and going to be thrown out of bounds.
Yeah, it looked like Villalobos had the catch there for the interception. He just couldn't get a foot in bounds.
Yeah, Hamilton had to scurry away from that Vacaville defense to avoid the sack and had no choice but to throw it.
Yeah, good play by Hamilton, just managing to get the ball away. Just didn't want to take the sack and push them even further back towards midfield.
So after that long drive, no success for the Granite Bay Grizzlies. They are forced to punt it away with 1:06 to go here in the third. And we have a whistle here from the ref.
Man, those yellow flags are flying this drive.
Looks like Michael Briscoe was offsides there on the far side. Surprised Granite Bay isn't considering going with the field goal here. Now back at the 30-yard line.
It's going to be even shorter of a punt now, as they will punt it and let it go out of bounds to. Actually, no, they're able to make the save.
What in the world?
Having a hard time reading his jersey from up here. I believe that was number 23, Chris Caldera, who was able, or not Caldera, number 25. Jaden Melliger able to save it.
And it was around the 1. Yep. It's a perfect punt there from the punter for Granite Bay.
We've seen We've seen some great special teams here from both teams. The punting has just been pretty good, and that can definitely change the game, changes field position, and now Vacaville is backed up and in their end zone.
Yeah, Vacaville just needs to get it out of their own end zone here.
And they do, with a few yards picked up for Vacaville as we approach under 40 seconds to go here in the third.
It looked like it was just like a little QB run-pass option type play there from Villalobos. Just kept it and tucked it and ran for a couple yards.
Should be one more play in this third quarter. See if Vacaville can hold on to the lead here with 12 minutes of football to go.
They do choose to run it. And a quick run up the middle for Jeremiah Brown. He's got a chance to take it himself all the way at the 30, the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Jeremiah Brown, putting the Bulldogs with an even bigger lead, 20-10 here in the third.
Downtown Jeremiah Brown able to cut the corner, get past the defenders, and take it all the way to the house for the big touchdown run.
Wow, you think Vacaville's excited? Oh my goodness, a huge play for them. And now they extend this lead here.
A 96-yard run. That is amazing.
Look at the speed on that run.
Yeah, Bo almost just wasn't able to. His last few feet closing in on Brown. Just a great run there by Jeremiah Brown.
And Saka's kick is up and good, making a lead 21-10 here in the third quarter. Just a turn of events for Vacaville, and definitely unexpected. And head coach Evans cannot be happy with the way his defense handled that play.
Yeah, just a simple run, just a sweep to the right, run up the middle. I was able to turn it in for a massive gain for a massive touchdown here for the Vacaville Bulldogs.
Yeah, he turned on the Jets, and he was gone.
So Saka will punt and kick it away here. And does go out of bounds. It's going to result in a touchback. As unable to catch that was, again, Bo Hannum.
Yeah, Granite Bay is fortunate there. It would have been, Vacaville probably would have stopped them inside the 20, maybe even inside the 10 there with that muffed kickoff.
Yeah, Granite Bay's got to find a way to respond here. If they're unable to put up any points. Could be looking real dangerous here, and Vacaville's got a ton of momentum right now.
Yeah, they do indeed. As Hamilton's going to throw out to his left. And good for a few yards. But that ends the third quarter. What a way to end it for Vacaville as they're able to extend their lead. It is now 21-10, and we'll be right back. Have the fourth quarter for you here on the Solano College Sports Network.
College just got affordable. Up to 100% of enrollment fees can be reimbursed for first-time college students taking full-time classes. At Solano Community College, we are taking full advantage of this to further your future. With certificate and degree programs in industrial technology, aeronautics, biotechnology, and many others, Solano Community College is a staple for success. For more information, please contact the Financial Aid Office at 707-864-7000.
And welcome back to Tom Zanino Stadium. We are getting ready for the fourth quarter to get underway. Want to thank Zion Trammell for his time stepping in the booth for the third quarter. And now we welcome back in Alan McGraw. Alan, what did you see from both sides in the third quarter?
Both sides had good starts to each of their drives before they stalled out. Penalty trouble was a big thing for both of them. However, Vacaville with a just ginormous 96-yard run by Brown, I believe. But just what a run, what hustle, and really good third quarter here for Vacaville as they look to continue it going into the fourth.
Yeah, Vacaville's defense will be tested here as they try to hold on to this lead. Currently up by 11 as Granite Bay chooses to start off with a run to begin the fourth quarter. Good for maybe a few.
Yeah, as we look forward to this fourth quarter, Granite Bay's going to have to get their passing game going. The Vacaville defense, they're not letting Granite Bay get these big runs of 10, 20 yards. They're going to have to figure out a way to get them those big chunks another way.
Yeah, we've seen Hamilton throw a few gems, but so far his receivers have not been able to catch any of them. As another run, good decision as it's able to pick up a first down and more. Bo Hannum was the carrier on that play.
A great hustle by Bo there. They get the first down. Shedded a couple of tackles, a couple of hits. As you're saying with the passes, there has been a few gems, but the receivers are not catching them or the balls are just been thrown short, so their passing game has struggled. And if they want to come back, they're going to need to get that passing game back up and look for the pass here with 4 receivers.
Hamilton will throw out to his right. Ends up being a great throw. Good for another first down for the Granite Bay Grizzlies.
Yeah, Vacaville hasn't had an answer for those screen passes by Granite Bay. That's one of the few things that have worked consistently for this Granite Bay passing game so far tonight.
Yeah, as you're saying, the quick passes right off the snap has really been working, and I'm surprised they haven't utilized it more.
Under 10.5 to play here in the fourth. As Dylan Hamilton and his offense trying to look towards the end zone. Instead gets met up from the Vacaville defense, pushing them back.
Yeah, Vacaville read that counter play like a book. They saw the counter play going. They did not bait on the jet sweep from the receiver, but they went in on Cole Roth, who has been having a massive game so far for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that was Chris Allen was up, and another outstanding defensive play by Allen. He's been really good on both sides of the ball tonight.
As looking out to his left, finding his receiver, Ty Peterson. It's finally brought down by Jeremy Villalobos.
That was a great open field tackle there by Villalobos, just wrapping his guy up, grabbing him by the ankles and dragging him down.
And Villalobos, another player that's just been really good on both sides of the ball tonight. Villalobos has the interception, making good tackles and big key tackles in open field, just like that one.
Yeah, if Villalobos doesn't make that tackle, it's probably a 3rd and 5, maybe even shorter. They may even get the first down if Villalobos doesn't make that tackle.
3rd and long here for the Granite Bay Grizzlies. Choosing the throw is Hamilton. Looking out towards his right and making the catch is Ty Peterson. They're able to pick up another first down.
Yeah, Peterson, he's been having himself such a good day today, especially through the air. Getting open, making these catches, and helping Granite Bay to keep some of these drives going and moving the chains.
Why are you running the clock? He's out of bounds. He's out of bounds, Zebra.
So you can see some of the parents are not happy about the referees not blowing the whistle dead.
He was out of bounds.
as every second right now for Granite Bay is valuable.
Hamilton choosing to look deep and able to make the catches. Ty Peterson. Huge play for the Granite Bay Grizzlies.
Yeah, once again, Peterson with the connection, getting open, and once again moving the chains on a great big play.
You can definitely tell that Peterson is Hamilton's favorite receiver by the number of targets he's had tonight.
Yeah, Abromix tried to cut that ball off, but just misrouted it.
You want to save as much time as possible. Choosing to run up the middle, and it's going to be a touchdown for Cole Roth. And just like that, they are right back in this game.
Yeah, this junior for Cole Roth been having himself a good year so far, getting another touchdown with a good hard run up the middle.
That's a huge answer for Granite Bay, just managing to get back on the board. They are definitely going to go for 2 here. They need to cut it to a 3-point game. Doesn't make a big difference if it's a 4 or 5 point game. So I would not expect to see them kick the extra point here.
Yeah, there is a big risk with this. If you do miss, then you are forced to go down and score a touchdown once again on this Vaca High defense.
They're going for 2 here.
And it looks like a Vacaville defensive lineman jumped off sides. More like fell off sides. He kind of looked like he just lost his balance there a little bit. Wouldn't be surprised to see another QB sneak here. We've seen that a few times so far for Granite Bay.
Yeah, especially being only a yard out from it.
They will not. Instead, they will throw, looking out towards his left, and incomplete. What an impressive effort from Michael Briscoe.
I'm very surprised that Granite Bay did not run the ball there. They have been gaining big chunks of yardage on the ground non-stop tonight. I'm just baffled by the play call, honestly.
See the replay, trying to go for the corner route, but a great job by Briscoe to knock it out of the hands there with a swat. So really good play by Briscoe to stay with the ball and keep going for it until the whistle was blown.
And it looked like Weeks came down with it. Briscoe just managed to swat the ball straight out of his hands as he was coming down.
And remember that defensive play. Vaca High wins this game by 2. That can be the play that has won it for them.
Yeah, Weiss was just not able to hold on to that football.
For the Bulldogs here at Vacaville High School, we stand up for the kickoff.
Caught it with 2 hands, but again, couldn't secure the catch after trying to get both feet in bounds. So now we will see how Vacaville's offense will respond from that score from Granite Bay, as they will kick it away. Myron Amy had a chance to go out to his left, instead chose to put on the brakes. Do have a flag on the play.
Yeah, not sure what that one was going to be. Didn't really see what happened there.
And it looked like there was 2 Granite Bay players on the tackle there, so it could be a block in the back for Vaca High.
It's just a great turn of events for Granite Bay. You get the touchdown, you don't get the 2-point conversion, but they do get Vacaville deep inside their own territory with the block in the back. It looks like it's going to be about the 10-yard line.
So Vaca High on this drive, their goal is to try and kill as much time as possible and at least get a field goal, because a field goal would put them up by 8. Touchdown will make it a 2-score game. So this is a crucial drive for the Granite Bay side to stop.
Yeah, if they can get a couple first downs here, they would milk about maybe 2 or 3 minutes off the clock. And that would be huge, as we have seen Granite Bay hasn't been very efficient with their passing game so far tonight.
1st and 10 on their own 10 for Vacaville, as Granite Bay able to bring down, looking like Logan Cunningham on that running attempt.
You just had no room to gain, to get upfield there. Granite Bay defensive line fought through the Vacaville offensive line very easily there.
Yeah, they brought him back 5 yards.
Yeah, the fake jet sweep did not work there.
So this time they're going to throw it.
Nice.
And incomplete, was intended for Reed Dickman.
Yeah, tried to hit him on the ball, but that one was a little bit short and couldn't get the hands under it. So it'll be 3rd and long here, and Vacaville in a tough spot.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised to see Vacaville run the ball here, just get some time off the clock.
Villalobos throwing deep and incomplete.
But there is a flag. That is pass interference. His hand was held. And that is a very, very bad penalty to take here by Granite Bay.
The Granite Bay side definitely not happy.
You don't say.
Penalty against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, the question is, will it be pass interference or could it be a holding penalty? As you see the replay, a great throw by Villalobos to go deep. And as you see, yeah, held in his left arm to back a little bit to prevent him from getting that second hand to try and confirm that catch.
Yeah, he had a hold of that left arm on Briscoe, just wasn't able to get both hands up to make the catch. Had no chance to get both hands up to make the catch.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah, but a big 15-yard penalty, giving the Dogs the first set it down. They'll be able to run. They have more room, and that clock's going to dwindle down, so really bad penalty by Granite Bay to take.
It looks like they are choosing to run the clock by running it.
Chris Island on the carry. Once again, just would not go down. The only reason why the whistle blew is just because he was not gaining any more forward momentum. But he will get about a yard on that play.
It is 2nd and 9 on Vacaville's zone 18.
Key thing is the clock is running. We're getting down under 7 minutes. Not much time for this Granite Bay offense to get something going.
Another rush up the middle. Granite Bay is able to prevent Vacaville from picking up a first down. Going to be a 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, Vacaville going to Chris Island, arguably their best running back to try and get these yards and get the chains moving. Was just short there, but 3rd and manageable. They might hand the ball off to him or possibly might go for a play action quick pass here. So we'll see what they go with.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see a play action to like a screen or a sweep pass.
And a rush up the middle. Good for a first down and even more. Impressive running effort right there from Logan Cunningham.
I believe that play was a fake handoff to Island, and Winston Cunningham had a huge hole and burst right through that hole for a good 12, 13 yards for the first down. And just like that, time is ticking on Granite Bay.
Yeah, first downs are huge. Anytime Vacaville gets a first down, that's another minute or two that comes off the clock.
As a handoff to the left. Abramowitz was the carrier for Vacaville. Keeps taking the approach. Under 5.5 minutes to go here in the 4th.
A little outside run for Abramowitz to get about 4 yards there. Clock ticking, you're moving, getting close to that first down.
And so far we've seen Granite Bay have no answer for Vacaville's running. Another up the middle.
Oh, man.
Chris Island.
He almost broke that tackle. He was looking upfield. He had lots of room in front of him if he was just able to break through that tackle.
Have probably ended that game.
Yeah, nice little somersault there. His feet were kept on trucking. His body was falling down, and just a good little safety tuck and roll to prevent any injury there. But a good first down run by Island. And just once again, they keep the chains moving and keep that clock ticking.
Running again and running for even more. Another first down for the Bulldogs. They do indeed keep the clock running.
Yeah, just have to wonder at what point does Granite Bay consider using their timeouts. They'd Just need to get some short, stop Vacaville for some short gains or no gain.
Once again, that big run was by Chris Island, and he's been the man of this drive, really trying to put this game away, and he's on his way to doing it right now with another great run.
As we approach the under 4 minutes here from Tom Zanino Stadium. Another great piece of running from Vacaville. Kyler Abramowitz once again keeping this clock moving.
Yeah, we're seeing from this Vacaville offense, they're doing the same thing that Granite Bay's been doing all game with their run offense, just powering through tackles, just fighting for those extra yards.
So second and short. Vacaville High has plenty of options on this run play.
They do indeed pick up another first down.
First down, Bulldogs.
Yeah, it seems like Vacaville can do no wrong. Just whoever they hand the ball off to is getting a good chunk of yards, just moving the chains left and right.
Yeah, Cunningham with a good run there. We go back to Chris Island, who has a couple of big runs. And now Granite Bay's defense has to respect him, but at the same time, that opens up runs for Abowicks and Cunningham, and they're getting good chunks at a time. So overall, the running game is going tonight and is a big reason why Vacaville High is winning right now.
Under 3 minutes to play. And again, not stopping Vacaville's running game is the Granite Bay defense. Chris Island, another first down.
Yeah, as they just keep preaching, he's just running and picking up these big first downs, and Granite Bay just cannot stop him. Chris Island.
Chris Island. You're mixing up the two running backs there.
I was mixing up two running backs, yeah. But still, for instance, both those running backs having great days. Island doing a great job of just pounding through this Granite Bay defense.
And it looks like a QB sneak here from Villalobos, making his way up the middle.
And Granite Bay being forced to use their timeouts now. But, so they're using their timeouts, and now that they're using their timeouts, they absolutely have to stop Vacaville High from getting in the end zone. Because if Vacaville High gets a touchdown, that will be all for the game, really. Because what they need to come back would be a touchdown, 2-point conversion, an onside kick, and then either a field goal or a touchdown from that. But if they do not stop Vacaville High here and Vacaville High gets a touchdown, this game is basically over.
So unless the Grizzlies defense decides to stop Vacaville's running game, it's looking like this will be Vacaville's first home win of the year on homecoming night, as their running game has just been unstoppable on this drive.
Yeah, their running game once again going off just like last week, and when their running game gets going, beating Vacaville High is a very, very hard task. And now with this drive, Vacaville High should get points as long as they don't fumble the ball, have any snap mix-ups. As long as they hang on to the ball here, they will get points. And Granite Bay on their next drive will have to get a touchdown.
Yeah, at this point, Granite Bay just needs to look for. First off, they need to hold Vacaville to a field goal. If not, they need to get the ball stripped away from the running back.
We'll see how Granite Bay's defense does here as they choose to go out left. And in the end zone is Myron Amy for another addition to their lead.
His right ankle, he kind of sprayed down the run there. And as he ices that tonight, he will be happy knowing he probably clinched this game for them, but hopefully he's hobbling off. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, just Amy used his speed to get around the corner and just beat the defense to the corner of the end zone.
As another look at this run from Amy out to the left side.
It looked like just as he was slowing down, his ankle kind of gave out under him.
Yeah, but still, really good run by Amy. Good hustle to get it.
As the kick is up and good.
Saka, Mr. Automatic on these extra points attempts, knocks another one down as he proves that announcing jinx can be broken.
Let's give it time. Not that I don't want to see him. Not that I want to see him miss an extra point, but
you just want to see the announcer's jinx in play.
Maybe.
But still, really good drive, and it all goes back to that pass interference penalty, and that one penalty basically costed Granite Bay the game. And now they're going to have to do a task which they have not done all year, is just get more than 25 points and get a really, really quick touchdown with an onside kick recovery.
Yeah, if Granite Bay can return this kickoff for a touchdown, that would be huge. I wouldn't be surprised to see Vacaville pooch it or do a squib kick, take a page out of Granite Bay's playbook here. Just prevent the kickoff return.
Especially with this being a 12-point game, they're going to have to get in the end zone twice. They need 2 touchdowns within 2.5 minutes.
No squib kick here. Bo Hannum going to elect to receive it. And just knocking down one of Vacaville's special teams. What a hit by Bo Hannum.
I believe they call that the truck stick right there. He just lowered his shoulder straight into the Vacaville defender. He had no chance on that tackle.
You see the replay, and Hannum just lowers the shoulder, runs right through the Vacaville defender, and picks up an extra 20 to 25 yards there, and that is exactly what Granite Bay needed.
Yeah, that was Matthew Poland who got bulldozed by Hannum. So a chance to gain some momentum here, but that pass out to the left is incomplete, thrown by Dylan Hamilton.
Yeah, Hamilton hasn't been very accurate on those deeper throws longer than 5 or so yards. He's been good on those screen passes, those curl routes to the wide receivers along the sidelines. Just anything further than 10 yards, he just hasn't been very accurate tonight.
Yeah, and right now, if you're Vecca High, you cover up Pearson, make sure he cannot get open, because he's been the one to burn him. So you probably want to have double coverage on him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see that.
Hamilton again looking towards his left, able to connect with Kobe Weeks. It's finally brought down. Granite Bay has to get things going in a hurry here. It's 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, great play by Briscoe to get the tackle down right away, and there's no 2-minute warning here, so they're going to have to run hurry-up offense.
He was tackled inbound, so the clock keeps running.
So 3rd and about 8 here.
1:35 to go here in the 4th. Hamilton out to his right, and is he inbounds? He is. Picking up the first down is Ty Peterson.
You see that connection again? It's probably about 75% of Hamilton's completions have been to Peterson tonight.
Yeah, great play by Peterson to keep his feet in balance to confirm the catch and stop the clock. Another great catch by him.
Granite Bay with still 2 timeouts and choosing to look deep. Hamilton and incomplete as Lorenzo Lentini trying to get a chance to grab that throw from Hamilton.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Lentini and Peterson battling for the ball, but no one came up with it.
Yeah, they looked like they both had grab on it, both had both hands going for it, but just ball popped loose there at the end.
And it seemed like Lentini got it first. Peterson ripped it from him trying to take it, but dropped it.
Hamilton in motion, looking towards his left. Said might have to take it himself. And looking deep. It's going to be an interception for Lorenzo Lentini.
I think that's the ball game.
Yeah, Lentini, I said, and now we have a flag thrown on the field there. We got a flag thrown. So let's find out what this penalty is. Yeah, that flag was thrown really late.
Wouldn't be surprised if that's unsportsmanlike conduct. Seems to happen a lot in high school football.
I figure it'd probably be on Pearson, who might have chucked his helmet down after that.
Yeah, if the refs are pulling out their little pocketbook things, usually means unsportsmanlike conduct. They have to keep record of those, and if the same player gets a second one, then it's going to be an automatic ejection.
Yeah, then with 1:07 left, Granite Bay does have 2 timeouts, so will they elect to use it, or will they just let the clock run down? Hopefully they don't elect to use it and let the clock run down, because emotions are high for Granite Bay, and if they are forced to do some running plays, they're just going to go out and just try and lay hits for pain rather than hits to make plays.
Yeah, regardless, Vacaville needs to run at least one play before the clock would run out, with the 2 timeouts and about 1:07 left to go.
Penalty against the Grizzlies. That pushes it back to the 20. First and 10 for the Bulldogs. 1:07 remaining.
As the Bulldogs still have it here, it's 1:07 left here in the 4th. Still going to choose a run. Another great effort from the running game from Vacaville. It has been on point tonight. Picking up yet another first down as the clock keeps. Going to be stopped now.
They have to stop it to set the ball for a first down, and then it'll keep running.
Clock does keep running.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Vacaville just take a knee here. Just once it gets down under 40 seconds, then they can take a knee and run out the rest of the clock.
They're just great fourth quarter by Vaca High. They took up so much of that clock going down the field for that Amy touchdown drive, and it's really paying dividends here.
Yeah, I think Vacaville, there was about 7 minutes on the clock when Vacaville got the ball, and they just ran out the rest of the clock pretty much from there.
Hold everything, we do have a flag. Delay of the game against Vacaville.
22 seconds.
Yeah, that will just stop the clock one more time before they would probably just kneel the ball down, I'd imagine, and let this game take off.
And Vacaville does take the knee. And the clock will run down, and in result, that will end this game. Vacaville is able to pick up their first win at home with a final score of 28-16 here from Tom Zanino Stadium. Alan, we'll start with you for this post-game wrap-up. What do we see in this game from the Vacaville Bulldogs?
Just an outstanding game, especially offensively. Their running was good. Cunningham was good. Island was phenomenal. Brown, who had that huge run, which really put the dagger in Granite Bay. Their defense, while they did give up some early third down conversions, they stepped their game up and finished strong and held Granite Bay to 16.
Yeah, definitely was a joint effort out there tonight on that side. Now, Nathan, over to you. What do we really see from Granite Bay as they now have a 2-2 record on the year?
Their defense was all right. They just didn't get the stops they needed. Their run offense was great. Their passing game let them down here late in the fourth quarter.
And now we are going to send it over to Trey Hunt, who is down on the field for a post-game wrap-up. Trey, over to you.
Trey Hunt, Solano reporter here to get you with our best buy player of the game, Jeremiah Brown. How do you feel about that long touchdown run?
I was pretty tired, but I got really excited after my first breakout run of the season, so I was really excited.
And what motivated you going into tonight's game?
I looked over at the sidelines. I saw my mom and dad, so they motivated me to do good, and yeah.
And what was the turning point for you and your team tonight?
Honestly, it was halftime. When we went into halftime, we were up, and that got our energy levels up, and yeah.
Thank you. And that's good for us here at Solano Network. Final score, Vacaville 28, Granite Bay 16. Thank you. Bam.
The exponential growth from the program from my first year to my third year now, that's what keeps me coming back and keeps me excited and just like fulfills me as a person.
It's so impressive, and we every time we walk in here, you guys are doing something different. It's great. It's
nothing but opportunities here, and we have sports to cover, we have the equipment.
Because the more ambitious you are, the more opportunities you'll have.
On-the-job training is huge.
Get the hands-on experience.
When someone asks who can do it, you know, you can raise your hand and say, I can do it. So
Joining the class was the best decision I ever made.
We're going to go to cut one. And cut one. Cross court to Audrey Jones. Audrey for three. It is good! With 1.3 seconds left on the game clock. Audrey Jones with one of the biggest shots.
the sky's the limit, really, with what we can do here.
College just got affordable. Up to 100% of enrollment fees can be reimbursed for first-time college students taking full-time classes. At Solano Community College, we are taking full advantage of this to further your future. With certificate and degree programs in industrial technology, aeronautics, biotechnology, and many others, Solano Community College is a staple for success. For more information, please contact the Financial Aid Office at 707-864-7000.